I'd like to talk briefly about the connection between mental illness, myself, and homelessness. You see, I live with a mental illness, and I know how fragile life can get at times. Untreated mental illness can be one of the leading causes of homelessness. I'm fortunate. My illness is being treated, and my family and work support me. I've written a poem that relates to this. Homeless. When I'm in my deepest depression, I sit in a room, on a bed, in a psych ward, my mind all a muddle. Nothing but dark thoughts, racing thoughts, uncontrollable thoughts. Thoughts of losing everything. My wife, my children, my job, my home. These are the irrational thoughts of a man in the depths of depression. My mind gets obsessed with homelessness. Where will I live? How am I going to survive? What am I going to do? These are just irrational thoughts in a mind endlessly obsessing. Thank goodness for reality. My family is here for me. My employers are understanding and sympathetic. My illness is just another bump in the road they call life. But the thoughts are still there, and that's why I care about the homeless.
Who are the homeless? Men, women, couples, single mothers, single fathers, families, teenagers, new immigrants, people with addictions and/or mental illness, and victims of abuse. What is homeless? First, there's the roofless, sleeping rough. This is the most publicly perceived form of homelessness, living on the streets, no consistent place of residence. Then there are the houseless. These are the people in homeless shelters, domestic violence shelters, reception houses for immigrants, temporary worker accommodations. Then you have the insecure. These are the individuals who are temporarily living with family, friends, or living on land or in a dwelling illegally due to lack of housing. This includes people who are living with the threat of violence or eviction. And lastly, there is inadequate housing, living in shelters that are unfit for habitation, as well as living with extreme overcrowding. These definitions were provided by the FEANTSA, the European Federation of National Organizations Working with Homelessness. Why are people homeless? People don't plan to be homeless. A personal tragedy can become a catalyst, triggering a series of bad events, each adding a layer onto the problem. There's no one reason individuals or families become homeless. Homelessness appears to be the result of a cumulative series of risk factors that increase the probability of homelessness. Where can a person find help?